Hi, I thought I'll just do a quick compressor update. Things went slightly weird there. So I can't remember if one of you mentioned or I just remembered that there could be a bottom valve. Apart from the bolt at the back, which I thought I needed to remove, fairly big bolt, which is powder coated, closed and everything. Yep, there is actually just a little hand valve underneath, which I first thought you needed to move with a spanner, but no, it's just a little finger moving, easy to move thing. Didn't have any problem. In fact, when I looked at it, it was sort of a third out already, which means that it wasn't even sealing properly, and I wasn't suffering a loss of pressure. So what was happening there was I took it completely out, and I didn't know if there was a ball valve inside there or what there was. I was expecting water to run out immediately. Nothing happened. So I sort of thought, well, are you supposed to push it in? Are you supposed to press something in there to sort of get it to release? So I put a little bit of pressure. The tank was empty. I put a little bit of pressure in it, and no, it was actually holding pressure okay. I didn't go too high because I knew I had that thing open. And I walked away to fetch something or other. I was going to put a little bowl under there to catch the water. And while I was inside, I started hearing quite a big noise. So I dashed out to that area, and there was a huge hiss and water and mess going everywhere into the little cup, filled the little cup up and was blasting it everywhere. So I said, well, that's good. So what had happened is it had sort of formed a little crust at the bottom on the inside of the compressor, which at first needed to break through, which is also why I wasn't really losing pressure from the loose valve bolt. So I cycled through that a number of times. Huge mess. In fact, not a rusty water mess as I was expecting. In fact, no rust whatsoever, but an oily water mess. Quite a bit of oil. Like if I had to estimate, I would say 1/4 of a cup of oil mixed in with about 1.5 to 2 cups of water. It wasn't quite the liter that I thought would come out of there. And while I was doing that, I'd quickly looked up on YouTube if there were any special tricks. And the guy, he was saying, drain it every time you use it, drain it every day. If it's something that's in constant use. I didn't know that. Wow. Been using this for years and I didn't know that. So I got all of that out, quite a mess. Turned that little bolt, that valve screw back in, hand tight. It sort of seems to go in quite far, which means I'm not sure if the part that it seals against has actually rusted out on the inside. So it might now only be sealing against screw thread, which means it'll have a slow leak when I do spray. So I'll see what happens the next time I spray. But anyway, got the bulk of the water out. Did you know that there was a lot of oil? Is that a normal thing? This guy didn't have oil when he did it on YouTube. That was just air that was coming out. So that has protected the compressor from ending up with a lot of rust, which is great. I'm not going to put oil back in. I'll just regularly drain. Or was there never any intention for any oil to ever be in there? In which case, how did it get in there? Is it actually leaking slowly out of the container for oil that's near to the compressor part of the engine? So I need to check that there's actually oil in there. So yeah, something that I've never done before. Compressor's back in use. Next time I spray, we'll see how that goes. So good news is no badly rusted compressor, and surprisingly all that oil. Okay, just a quick update. No explosions, no No, I was actually wanting to put the camera on it, but it's dark already. To see what we got out of the draining process, but it sort of caught me off guard because I wasn't getting anything at first. Went inside, and if I'd actually left the camera on there, I would have got a little bit of excitement. Anyway, okay, cheers.